This is just a quick haul video to see some of the products I purchased this month. These are all from scrapbook.com, and as always they shipped really fast. I ordered Saturday night, they shipped on Monday, and they arrived on Thursday. This first product is a set of papers from Fab Scraps. These are from the My Fair Lady collection, and the papers on top are the Lady Flora papers. These are on clearance right now, so if you act fast, you might be able to find them. I'm going to link in the description below. The paper is it's not as thick as Prima paper, but it's thick enough to hold up to mixed media. I've used some other Fab Scraps for some mixed media before, so it's comparable but not quite as thick. I like the B side for tags and some mixed media background work, but what I really love is this A side with all these pink florals and the purple fan, and it's just really pretty. The next paper is also from the same collection. This is the Lady Victoria paper, and the B side will make a really good neutral tag background or mixed media background, but I really like these peachy flowers on the A side. So pretty. The next product that I purchased is a journal to go in my planner. This is going to be the Docket Posh journal by Simple Stories. I bought one about a year and a half ago, and I've used it for a lot of different things, but recently I've started keeping my running to-do list in this journal, and I've gotten to the last 2 pages. There are 24 sheets in the journal, so a total of 48 pages, and I use a fountain pen for most of my writing, and this journal handles the fountain pen ink pretty well. I mean, it's not as great as like Clairefontaine paper or Tomoe River, but it still handles it pretty well. And for the price tag, that's kind of hard to find. It's an A5 size, so it fits perfectly in my Carpe Diem planner. My next product, these are the Tattered Florals by Tim Holtz for Sizzix. And one of the things I love about the way Sizzix packages their dies is that that little slip that they give you that slides right into that plastic envelope, so you can kind of see what the dies are for just looking at the envelope. So I'm going to slide that right back in there, and then slide the dies inside and stick it immediately in my die storage bin. But I'm going to use those dies for some DIY embellishments for cards and tags and scrapbook pages. Really can't wait to play with those dies. And I could not put off this paper pad any longer. I finally broke down and purchased the Lavender collection by Prima Marketing. Kind of all that's left is the A4 pad, but that's okay because I scrapbook in 8x8, and the A4 pad is just a little bit bigger than 8x8, so I'll be cutting it down to 8x8 size. And if you're interested in the Lavender collection, you might want to hurry up and grab what you want, because it's kind of going the way the Zilla Teal collection went. There's not a whole lot left, and it doesn't look like Prima's putting out much more. Now this collection has a lot of really good cut-aparts in it, and it's also got some pretty good background pages for some mixed media work. Like that one right there is going to be really good for a background. In fact, I've already used it on a card. The florals will probably make really good cut-aparts. And we've got a lot of engineers and drafters in my family, so these the blueprint sheets will probably get a lot more use for me than for some other people. Now my favorite is that ledger paper right there. Absolutely love that. Although those butterflies they're kind of my number 2. That's a real close call there. Those are going to make some really awesome cut-aparts. And the florals are a little bit on the busy side for me. Probably going to tone those down and use them in smaller quantities, maybe as layers behind a photograph or something. And then there's this lovely other set of cut-aparts. Last but not least, I ended up purchasing 2 Distress Oxide pads. I purchased Candied Apple and squeezed lemonade. Now, when these came out about a year ago, when they were announced at CHA, I told myself that I wasn't going to buy them because they weren't available in the minis. And I tried to be as minimalist as possible, but it took y'all a year. But you finally got me to break down and purchase Distress Oxide pads. And now I've got almost the whole rainbow covered. I'm fixing to pull out I'm pulling out the collection actually right there. And I've got a total now of 8 different Distress Oxide pads. I'll probably add, probably either Walnut Stain or Vintage Photo and Black Soot to my collection eventually. But there you go. There's the whole array of Distress Oxide pads. So thank you guys very much for joining me for this haul video. I apologize if the audio is cutting in and out. Naturally, my second video, I've got a cold or allergies or something going on. So I've tried to at least pause the video or pause the recording every time I got a cough. And here, one more shot of my little haul. Like I said, it was going to be a little haul this time around. I'll have links to all the products in the description box below, and thank you very much for joining me.